Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in today's video I'm going to be giving you some back to school tips because I thought it would be kind of fun because my school starts in a few days and I will probably be posting this on the day that I go back to school because I post on Tuesdays and I go back to school on a Tuesday. My hair is a bit damaged right now because I've been washing it every single day because I've been going to the beach. So if it looks like my hair has lost its curl, that's because it has, but it's a work in progress. Okay, we're working on it, so please just excuse that and ignore that. Thank you. Okay, so I've actually wanted to make this video for a while, and I stayed up all night just thinking about how this video was gonna go and like exactly what I was gonna say. So I have some things that I have to say. Some of them are going to be more generalized and some of them are going to be more specific to each year. The first back to school tip I would give is to get organized. What I like to do before the school year starts is do something drastic like change my room setup or change my desk setup because I like change, and when things like change around me I feel motivated to work harder. So if that's something that works for you too, then that's like the first thing you need to do is just deep clean or like completely rearrange your room, or not even, like you could just have some more decorations on your desk. Which leads me on to my next point, which is to always have a clean study space. If your study space is not clean, then your like a clear space is a clearer mind. So if you have a really messy room, messy desk space, you're kind of blocking that like flow of knowledge because you're always just going to be held back by the fact that your room is messy. Like you're always going to have that anxiety of, I need to clean my room. Should I clean it now? Should I wait until I'm finished working? So it's just best to have a clean space. Something else that really helps me, especially during exam season, is to meal prep for the week because I tend to either forget to eat while I'm studying or I just eat everything in my way. Like when you're like too lazy and you get up and you just go to the kitchen and you just eat whatever for lunch, like say like an orange and then like a piece of bread or something, just like something random because you think it's gonna take too long to make a meal and you don't want to waste that time. You just want to have food in you to give you energy. The way to avoid that is to meal prep for the week. So like make lunch, like if you know you're gonna have exams for the next week, just make lunch and then dinner and then make it in like the little boxes and keep it in the fridge. So if you're feeling hungry, you can just go into the kitchen, grab your meal and then just eat it while you study. Now for more specific, you are in year 10 and going into year 11. I assume you've probably started school already, but if you haven't, or even if you have, keep any past papers that you have done, because for me in year 10 going into year 11, I had lots of mocks in year 10 and I did lots of practice papers, and keeping those and doing the same practice papers in year 11 and seeing the progress, it really motivated me and kept me going. And yeah, so you can just review your progress and see how far you've come. That's really motivating, for me at least. If you have your notebooks, do not buy any new ones, just keep them at home and then get rid of any rough work, because if you have like any good notes you could use them throughout the year, and that's really helpful because then you don't have to rewrite your notes or look for them online, that they're just right there accessible to you. If you're year 11 going into your first year of A-levels, you need to completely get rid of everything, because no matter how much you think your notes from GCSE are going to help you in your first year of A-levels, it is not. So just get rid of all your rough notes, any notes actually, get rid of all your past papers that you have done. Trust me, it will not help you. It will just keep that mess and keep that like same energy from the year before. So just get rid of everything. It's not going to help you. I know you probably spent hours writing pretty notes. So did I, trust me. But just get rid of it all. It is not going to help you. Second thing I want to talk about is exams. I am normally a very anxious person, especially during exam week, especially during exam season. If there's exams, I'm stressing. What I like to do, and I got this from another person, I call it the robot method, and it's when I go into an exam and I completely forget about any emotional or like anything. I just forget about all my emotions. I don't care who I'm gonna disappoint. I don't care who, like, this exam, if I don't do well, my parents are gonna get mad, or I'm gonna be disappointed, or if I get low grades, I'm not gonna get into this university or this college or this whatever. Like, I completely get rid of all these feelings and I make it my main goal to get the highest grades possible, and that will help you focus on the question. Try to get as many points down that you know will get you the marks as possible. Use the mark scheme, use the examiner's report. What helped me in my GCSEs was really understanding the mark scheme, because trust me, your examiners, or the people, not your examiners, the people who make your exam board is not that creative. It will not make up some like completely new exam questions. It's always going to be like the same. They're going to look for the same, like almost the same keywords and stuff for every single similar question. You know, they're not going to make like completely different, completely new questions. Make a study schedule. Study schedules have saved me. So I sat down with my mom and we made a study schedule, because I had an exam and I was really stressed for it, and she just sat me down. We made like a study schedule for every single day leading up to the exam, what I was going to do, how I was going to manage my time, and for the most part I did everything in that schedule and I did get higher. And I adapted this study schedule and I started making my own. So I really only have my mother to thank for that, because no school really taught me how to make a study schedule. No one can know what works for you better than you. So just explore different study methods. There's the Pomodoro method, there's the Cornell note-taking. That doesn't work for me, but it could work for you. There's making flashcards. There's so many study methods. You just have to know what works for you. Number 3, homework. Now, if you're in doing your GCSEs or something, teachers don't really assign you homework that won't help with your GCSEs. So I suggest to do it as soon as it is set. And I know that in some places, homework is part of your grade. So I would suggest to do it as soon as possible and pretend, even if it's like not an important assignment and it's like 2% of your grade or something, do it as if it's like 100% of your grade. Because if, for example, you get 1 week where you just burn out completely and you don't want to do an assignment or something, you have something to fall back on. For people going from year 11 to your first year of A-levels, the biggest advice I can give you is to not spend too long doing your homework. If note-taking is something that works for you, then spend as much as you need on the homework. However, if note-taking does absolutely nothing for you, and trust me, over time, as much as you think the homework helps, you're going to be more concerned about finishing it on time than understanding it and like really absorbing the information. So just don't spend too long on it. Just finish it as soon as it's set and like finish it to the best of your abilities, but spend most of your time doing active recall, doing past papers, doing exam questions, stuff like that, because that is really gonna help you way more than any homework that they set. Number 4, if you're in year 11 going to your first year of A-levels, no matter what you do, if you're choosing art, if you're choosing medicine, if you're choosing law, if you're choosing whatever, you're gonna need work experience. If you're applying to a uni, you're gonna need to have work experience. I would say start looking for opportunities straight away, because the waiting list is so long, especially during the middle of the year when the teachers actually start telling you this stuff. So everyone is going to be signing up to it, but you don't have to worry about that because you've already done everything. And also, generally, most unis, they're going to look for a work experience that you've done within a year of applying. You're going to have to write about something that you did within a year of applying. So there's no point in like doing something like 2 years prior, because you're not going to be able to use it and they're not going to care about it that much. Number 5, there's entrance exams. If you're not aware of entrance exams, I suggest you start looking into unis already and your course and start seeing their entry requirements. And a lot of for example, medicine, law, I know they have entrance exams. So I suggest that you start familiarizing yourself with the style of question and the type of question as soon as possible. Like, you need to do your own research, because teachers will not do it for you. They will let you know at like the latest time possible for you. 6, I have to obviously talk about self-discipline. Would this be a school tips video without me talking about self-discipline? If you haven't already been studying for like 6-hour days or even 3-hour days, then don't go straight into it. Start with like 30 minutes. Start with, then next week do 1 hour, and then the next do 1 hour and a half, you know, like start slowly, like make yourself enjoy it. Also, take regular breaks. As much as you think taking breaks is a waste of time, I find that whenever I don't take breaks, I get headaches sooner, like faster. I get more bored more easily, and it's not about how long you study for. It's like the quality over quantity, you know. Like, it's not about you studying for like 12 hours or something, and then when you really look at it, the only time you were focused was like the 3 hours you did in the morning and then the 3 hours you did after lunch. Give yourself the time to do what you love to avoid burning out. I am a victim of burnout, okay? I am an overachiever. So sleep is super important, okay? Find out the right amount of sleep that works for you for maximum concentration, maximum focus. Next thing is find out if you're good if you study better in the morning or at night. I know it's normally better if you study in the morning, because it's like you've got your energy flowing, you've got your morning brain. But for some people, that is not possible, because their parents or their siblings might wake up really early and they might make a lot of noise, and you might not be able to focus in the morning. So it's best to study at night when everyone is sleeping and it's quiet, and that's when you focus best. Or you might be the opposite. Discipline isn't studying when you feel motivated. It's studying when you least feel like it and when you really don't want to. That's self-discipline. When it's like forcing yourself to do something that you don't want to do, you know. Sometimes it's not, and like sometimes of course you need to listen to your body, and if you can't study, then you shouldn't force yourself through like a burnout or something. But if you're just being like a little bit lazy and you just don't feel like studying and you keep pushing it to the next day, then you have to force yourself. And the real talent is knowing if you're being lazy or if you're actually burnt out, because you can have either too much self-discipline or be too gentle on yourself, and it is up to you to find out the right balance. But yeah, guys, that is all of my study tips. But I really wanted to say, just really quickly, just don't stress out about it. Wherever you are, even if you think it's too late, even if you have like maybe say even like a month left until like a really big exam, not even your GCSEs or A-levels, like say you have like a month left until your mocks or something. If you're on this video, you've made the active decision to improve yourself, to better yourself, and that should be something you're proud of, and you should follow through with that. So don't feel disappointed or don't feel like you're not doing enough. Just by you clicking on this video, you've realized that something is wrong and you're trying to fix it, and for that I'm proud of you, okay? I'm really proud of you, and you should be proud of yourself, and you will be even more proud when all of your hard work will lead to the results you wanted, the grades you wanted, getting into the college or uni you wanted. Also, the results don't happen straight away, so keep going at it. Don't think that just because you started studying, all of a sudden your grades are gonna go from low to really high, or even high to really high. It takes time, it takes persistence, it takes effort. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really hope it helped. If you enjoyed, let me know what study tip you're going to take away and what you're going to implement into your study routine. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next week. Bye.